Whichever logo this filter lands on, I'm gonna give it a Halloween spooky redesign. Okay. Abercrombie. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm thinking we find a new font and name it Aber Zombie, and then we're gonna turn the moose into like a zombie moose. I wanna make it look like some of his legs are just like a bone sticking out, so I'm gonna do the outline, but then make some of it look like it's just pieces of bone. Okay, so here's the basic zombie moose shape. Now I wanna add like big, creepy eyes. And I want to start adding in just like patches that looks like his skin has been just like falling off. And I'm going to color those parts in red. Lastly, I want to put some blood dripping out of his mouth as if he's been eating brains. And here is the final result. Honestly, the name Aberzombie just worked out so perfect for this one. And I love this little zombie moose guy. It's giving me flashbacks to 8th grade. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever logo this filter lands on, I'm going to give it a spooky Halloween redesign. Okay. FedEx. Okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we call it Dead X. I'm gonna need to find a new font, but I definitely wanna try to keep the arrow in there. And then I might make it just look like it is kind of coming out of the ground. So I found this font called Woodcutter, and I'm gonna type out Dead X. And as you can see, it still has the arrow in there. I wanna make it look like it's coming out of the ground. So now I need to add just like bits of dirt. And now for the creepy part, I want to make it look like there's maggots coming out of some of the letters. Lastly, I'm going to add some white specks all over it to look like the whole thing is moldy, and here is the final result. Honestly, the name of this one is so good, and I'm so happy I found a font that still makes it look like the arrow is in there. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever logo this filter lands on, I'm gonna give it a spooky redesign. Okay, what are we gonna get? Google, okay. So I'm thinking we find a scarier font than this, obviously, but I wanna call it Boogle and make the two O's be eye holes for a ghost. Okay, I found one called Black Blood, and I'm gonna type out Boogle. Okay, it made it be the Google colors, but I'm thinking what we actually do is change it to be a little more like dark and muted. So I went ahead and took the two O's from the original Google logo, and now kind of trying to match the style of the font, I'm just gonna make the little ghosty. And finally, going back in with the original Google colors, I want to give him a little red and a little yellow eye. And here's the final result. The name of this one is just silly, and I do love that we got to incorporate a cute little ghost into those eye holes. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments.